You born in Palestine?
Yeah.
Got a quick question for you.
Yes.
I am guessing you learn a little bit about your history.
Yeah, but let me explain something to you. I
haven't even asked my question yet.
What's that?
I haven't even asked my question. Maybe my question is like, who owns the falafel or who owns the baklava? But that's not my question.
I love baklava.
Okay, I'll ask you my question. I am assuming that you study a little bit history.
I love history.
Good.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what kind of people group and religious group were living in the land today we call Palestine and Israel? What was people's background around, let's say, 930s?
930s?
Yeah. Oh, soon after First World War. What kind of people group were living there?
Well, there were Jewish people living there.
Yeah.
And there were Christian people living there as well.
Okay. And then Arabs?
And Muslim people.
And Muslims?
Muslim, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many times, okay, since First World War, okay, how many times since the First World War that until let's say 1948, okay, how many times people of the Palestine or people of the Gaza ask for their freedom or their own state? So between First World War to until the time of Israel, State of Israel is established.
Well, I can only tell you what I know because I don't know everything. But I know that the people in Gaza, many of them were refugees from the original Nakba in 1948, and then they ended up living in Gaza as refugees.
Let me ask my question again. How many times any government asked for the free Palestine, okay, from First World War to time of Israel establishment?
Oh, many times.
Who?
Who asked for their freedom?
Who asked the freedom of Palestine people since from the First World War to time of Israel as a state, 1940s?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Okay, I'll tell you what is the answer. None.
Okay.
So they lived under the Ottoman Empire. They were quite okay.
That I know.
They lived under the British what do you call mandate. That was quite okay. And even when they went to Jordan, everything was okay until they decided they are going to kill the Prime Minister of Jordan, and then they moved to the different land. So they never needed to ask for the free Palestine until State of Israel came to. What do you think the reason is?
I'm not sure, because can I just explain my position?
Yes.
My father was stationed in Palestine during the British mandate. He was a soldier in the British Army. And my mother is a Lebanese Christian who was living in Palestine and working there. And my father met my mother in Palestine, and they were married there.
Love at the first sight.
In Palestine, they were married there, and I was born in a British military hospital in Palestine. And then when I was a baby, my parents left because Israel became a state in May 1948, and so we left in February 1948, and my parents went to South Africa, and that's where I grew up.
Okay.
Until I came to live here.
So what is your take on free Palestine from river to sea?
I don't know about that because I don't follow that mantra.
Okay. So when you look at the map, have you seen the map of Israel? Do you want me to show you? So free Palestine from river to sea. What do you think it means?
It means from the River Jordan to the Mediterranean Sea.
So, do you think who they are freeing Palestine from?
Well, from the Zionists.
From Israel, State of Israel, or from Jews?
No, from the State of Israel.
Okay. Why do they want freedom?
Why do you support Hamas?
I have brain. Why should I support Hamas? Why should I support Hamas? Hamas is a terrorist organization.
Why do you support them? You talk a lot about them. Shouldn't be supporting terrorists, man.
Why? Because you got to support the terrorists. You continue to do so.
No, we don't like Hamas. Fuck Hamas. Fuck Hamas.
Go on, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Continue.
Okay. So that's okay. So we're coming back to your point. So the state of Israel was created in May 1948. Yeah. So I think that the Palestinians have been subjugated since the establishment of Israel.
That's right.
What is your evidence for that?
That's right.
Well, they stuck in Gaza, and Israel's had a blockade of Gaza for.
Why?
Well, why? Because they said that Hamas was
No, just go back. Why at the first place they have that blockage? Why at the first place they've got that line you should not cross without control?
Well, because they say that Hamas's objective was to destroy Israel.
What happened soon after Israel became a state? What happened following day? They've been attacked.
Yeah.
History. Check the history.
Okay.
So you are historian. You said you like the history.
Well,
so soon after Israel become a state, they've been attacked. Okay? And then what happened? So when you attack me, what should I do? I need to protect myself.
No, I agree with you.
Okay, so
I agree with
that's
you.
first boundaries came because of that.
Yeah, but because what happened was the British, well, the world.
British has already moved out from them. They offered them to state. Hamas kind of, oh no, we want to get rid of the Jews. But they were okay when Jordanians were there. They were okay when British were there. They were quite okay when Ottomans were there. And under the Ottomans, Jews and Christians lived as a dhimmi. They were not even seen as a humans.
No, but when my mother was living there, my mother's a Christian. She had lots of Jewish friends.
Yeah.
She
so
had
what happened to those Jews?
She had a lot of Muslim friends.
Yeah. So what happened to them?
Well, they're still there.
They're not still there. Let me tell you. Let me tell you what happened to them. Let me tell you what happened to them. Algeria, 140,000 Jews in 1948. Today, 50 or less than 50 Jews in Algeria. Egypt, 75,000 Jews around 1950s. How many Jews in Egypt now? Less than 100. Iraq, 135,000 Jews in Iraq in 1950s. How many today? Less than 10. Lebanon, 5,000 in 1940s. Today, under 100. Morocco, 265,000 Jews in 1940s. And today, 2,150 or less. Tunisia, 105,000 Jews in 1950s. Today, less than 1,000 Jews. What happened to those Jews?
Well, some of them probably went to live in Israel.
No, they are exiled. They didn't say, mostly, they didn't say, well, I'm gonna make better living, let me go to Israel. They were being persecuted, they've been exiled.
By the British funded governments at the
Where
time.
were your brain? Where were your ears when I was speaking? So you left your ears at home. So they've been persecuted by Muslim countries.
Yeah.
And now, how many Jews in that land, in that area?
I have no idea.
Okay, because it's handful. Why? Because there is an ideology doesn't want them there. So when Muslim screams and the supporters of those Islamic groups stands on the streets and then says, from river to sea, free Palestine, they are simply saying, get rid of all those Jews, let's have that land.
Yeah,
but that land was belonged to.
That's not realistic. They
It's not
can't
about
do
it's
that.
realistic or not. They are calling for the genocide of people. That land, approximate beginning of 1900s, you express Jews, Christians, and Muslims were there. Pagans were there. First people who are known in the area is known as the Sea people. What happened? Now they want to get rid of all those Jews. Why is it not practical?
It's never going to happen. They're there to stay. And my dream is that everybody would just live together and get on with each other and live in peace. And the problem is, I've got a lot of Jewish friends, and they don't like some of the people who live in Israel because they're Zionists. And a lot of the Jews don't believe in Zionism.
So having state and being supported by state is different. Being identified as a Jew is different, and being killed simply because you are a Jew is something else. So if they say let's take over Israel, state of Israel, then it's okay. But from river to sea, free Palestine, they are simply calling the genocide of Jews.
It's not going to happen.
So how can you explain it to me? How can you live with someone who simply holds such a views? Let me show you some views, and then you tell me if those views are acceptable or not.
Yeah, because
I can answer all the questions.
May Allah's curse be on Jews, for they build the places of worship at the graves of their prophet.
mention. My friend wants to speak with you.
My name is Mehran. I'm a historian. I can answer all your questions, whatever questions
Better
you have.
than me.
Okay.
You asked about 48.
Yeah, I'll talk to you. Let me finish with him. Because he proposed something. He wants people to live together.
Yeah.
So I am asking you, how can you live with someone who simply states, actually, may Allah curse be on them, may Allah destroy them. Every tree, so Day of Judgment is not going to come until every Jew is being killed, even the Jews who are hiding behind of the trees. Tree is going to say, oh Muslim, come and kill, there is Jew hiding behind me.
It's not going to happen.
But you are saying there should be way for them to live together. I am asking, how can you live with someone who doesn't see you as a human being and who is like full 24/7 your enemy? How can you live with someone like that?
I don't know, because I've never been in that situation.
Say it again.
I'm just a peaceful person. I've never been in that situation.
Are you married?
I was.
You were. How would you feel knowing that one day your wife is going to kill you? She already bought the knife, she already bought the AK-147, and she's going to kill you. Would you still feel comfortable to sleep next to her at night?
But she can't kill me because I've killed her already.
So you wouldn't feel comfortable?
No, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't. Okay.
This is my friend Mehran.
Hello, sir. What do you think is the solution to what is the terrorist organization Hamas did?